We've got another quarter hunt queued up. $2,000 more dollars. Can we keep up the hot streak? Welcome back to Silver in the Big Sky, and we've got $2,000 of quarters on the mat. We've got the one bag, $1,000 bag, two $500 boxes. Can we keep up the hot streak? We've found 42 finds 2 hunts ago and 14 finds in our last hunt. So yeah, double-digit finds is a great quarter hunt. 8 finds is a great quarter hunt. There's a little look at the Big Sky tonight. We've got a little smoke rolling into the valley here, so hopefully that doesn't stick around for long. But yeah, we're going to get right to it. If you've got 10 seconds to help us, please like, comment, and share. We certainly appreciate you. And all that activity helps get us recognized on YouTube as we're trying to grow. Let's thank our 3 channel members. You can become a channel member too. We've got a couple of different options with some longevity badges. And I'm having some ideas of some member-only stuff, videos. And we're trying to get ready for live streaming. Brian Jarvis 2901 and Bo Richwolski are 2 bronze members, and Scruff Coins are 1 silver member. We appreciate you. And yeah, we do a lot of quarters on the channel. If you're not familiar, went to sleep on me. There we go. We've done 36 bags on the year after doing 44 last year. And we're at 22 boxes on the year after doing just 25 last year. Our goal was to do more boxes this year. And looks like a combination of W's. We're at 57. We find a lot of these S or San Francisco minted, not intended for circulation coins. We're at 211, it looks like. And we're at 17 silver with 1 Canadian silver. All right, you know the drill. We'll bring you in with any cool finds along the way. Glad you're here. Welcome back. Yeah, one could say, well, we were due for a skunk box, and you'd probably be right if you're thinking that. The boxes have been pretty good. We did get a skunk box. We did find I believe that's a Thailand 5 bot. It's a interesting coin because there's really nothing to enter and search to look up. I mean, other than that's the number 5 right there. But that's an interesting coin. But we've looked these up before. We've found these in quarter hunts. I believe it's a Thailand 5 bot. We did find a couple of die chips. This, of course, is one of our most common ones that we find, the small die chip there at the bottom of the cross. You can make it out there. That's a 2019 San Antonio Missions Philadelphia minted coin. And this here is the Alaskan quarter. We do also seem to find lots of these. It's got the die chip between the A and the N there, and also between the E and the A. Sorry, I'm shaking a little there. And then it's got the 6 claw there. You can see it kind of how the claws are going that way, and you've got a claw just going the other way. So apologize for my funny noise there. But yeah, there you go. That's a kind of a cool one. You can find that messed up claw a lot, but I like to keep the ones that also have die chips up here in the letters. We're on to box 2. Well, this box isn't going to let us down completely, that's for sure. We've got find number 1. We had to start somewhere. It is our most common find that we find. Looks like a really nice, not intended for circulation San Francisco mint. It's got a little scratch up there, but other than that, nice looking coin. Oh, maybe this is going to be that scissor box, because we found a lot of these Mount Rushmores in that box. But there you go, a 2013 Mount Rushmore San Francisco mint find number 1. Rolls 33 and 34. Man, not very promising after a find in roll 1, but we do have find number 2.
Got an S.
Not intended for circulation, S.
2013, Great Basin.
Well, we'll take it. Find number 2. We've got some work to do here, but hopefully there's more. Rolls 39 and 40. Got a very rare find. Actually, a little bit more rare than silver. Look at that. That's a Washington Eagleback. Look at how it looks. It's a little circulated, but that's going to be a proof quarter. Yeah. I sure do like these when they're nice. That one definitely is circulated. So on the other side, we're going to have it's going to be in between the years of 1998 and 65, and it's going to have an S mint. And there's the S. 1986.
It's my birth year.
It's somebody's birth year over here. Wow, look at that. That really was supposed to be your roll. Get a better zoom on there. Yeah, look at that. Unfortunately, fairly circulated. That's a bummer. But that is a cool coin. We'll definitely keep it. And yeah, find number 3. It's been a while since we found a proof. Rolls 49 and 50, and this is crazy. She's already through her roll. That's how many coins are left in my roll from the box ending at 3. And look at that. West Point Mint right there. What a find. That just brings it up right there. I was just thinking how we were going to need some quality coming from the bag. Well, there's some quality right there. V75 preview mark means it's going to be a 2020. What design will it be? Our most common, Salt River Bay. It's a very nice quarter. These W's typically fetch you 15 to 20 bucks all day on eBay. So yeah, let's just finish out this roll real quick while we're here, and we'll do the recap. I assume there's not going to be anything else. That's crazy for a find to be right there at the end like that. All right, so let's go ahead and do the wrap-up while we're here. That ended up being a pretty good box. 4 finds on the board, including a W and a proof. Gets us back on track for the 8 that we like to be. So we're 4 halfway through the hunt. We did find a few more die chips. We had another one of the Alaska quarters. It's virtually the same, maybe not quite as good die chip-wise. And we did find another one of the 2019 Philadelphia San Antonio Missions die chips with a different kind of die chip in the bottom than we typically find. That's kind of a larger one right in the middle. I wouldn't call it a large one, but definitely larger than what we usually find. So pretty cool. And then here we've got a Bahamas 2005, 25 cents. Always cool to find some unique 4 in your hunts. We do have a few of these, but cool to see regardless. And this is one I need some help on. What the heck happened to this one? At first glance, when I found this quarter pointing this way, it looks like, I mean, that's definitely protruding out this side. So I figured I was going to find some damage on the other side, the opposite. So going into the coin, and there's another one coming out of the coin on the other side with nothing where that is. So up there on the head, there should be something right there. There's nothing there. And then up here, that's also sticking out of the coin, and there's nothing right there. What in the world happened to this coin? Look at that. It's pretty crazy. I have no idea. I don't know how that could be mint damage, but I also can't see what happened to it damage-wise. What say you? We're on to the bag. Well, we are about a quarter of the way through the bag. Actually, maybe a little over because I've got all these to put in there still because I've already gone through them. That's all the coins I had left in this pile. And look at that. Another W. This one does not have the V75 privy on the left side. So that means it's going to be a 2019. Which one of the 5 designs is on this one? And it's going to be a War in the Pacific. Another pretty nice coin. It's got a little gash of some sort there in Washington. But yeah, there you go. W number 2. Find number 1 of the bag and number 5 of the hunt. We are almost to that halfway mark now. I had just put my coin in there, and she's got us another one.
Got a W.
Another 2019 version.
Yep. San Antonio Missions.
There you go. We've got our most common 2020, and now we've got our most common 2019. That is W number 3 of the hunt. Look at that. That's a beauty. We will certainly take it. Well, we are probably right at the halfway mark, if not a little over, because I'm in my next handful, and those I've went through. I'm about the same spot of my handful. Sorry about the dirty fingers there. And we were just talking how we had just found 3 straight finds were W's. No way we could find a 4th, and that's exactly what we just did. Another W. This one, another 2019. No privy mark on the left. will we have a different design than the two we've already got? And we don't. We have a repeat of the War in the Pacific, but still a great find, and we will certainly take it. West Point Mint number 4 of the hunt. Wow, we're up to 7 finds now with 4 W's. Crazy, the W's are ahead of the S's. Well, that is a wrap on the bag. Crazy. Only 3 finds and all 3 W's. Can't remember the last time we had a bag that had more W's than S's, and it had none. But we finished with 4 W's, 2 S's, and a proof. The die chips got out of control. And some, as a couple people, Treasure and Change would put it, some scumbaggery. Somebody had that nickel glued to a quarter. So, yeah, that was pretty sweet. Die chips.
I
Tried
scumbaggery.
Scumbaggery. I know, it's pretty a funny term going around out there.
I like it.
There is a die chip. That's the leaky bucket again. Die chip at the bottom of the bucket. I've shown these a bunch on the scope there, but you can see it right there. There can be die chips all over this 2015 Homestead, Philadelphia. I think they actually can be on both the Philadelphia and the Denver. We found several of those. The Alaskans. I think those also can be on the Denver and the Philly. There was a new one there. Left side die chip right there. Kind of an interesting one. But 4 different die chips on the San Antonio missions. This is pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. So we've only found like maybe 6 or 7 of the 2026 Mayflower quarters. This was the first quarter put out this year. As you can see there, this one's a Philadelphia. The Philadelphias are known to have a bunch of die chips on them. And we hadn't seen one yet, but there is one right there. In between the second 2 of 2026 and the R, I'll put it on the scope so you can see it. But kind of cool to have a die chip this early on a 2026 quarter. Let me get a good zoom there. Look at that large die chip in between the 2 and the R there. There's actually even, now that I'm looking at it closer here, there's a die chip up there in the 6. So large die chip there. Die chip up in the 6. Wow, pretty crazy. Yeah, that's all I see there on that one. I know there can be kind of stuff all over these, but yeah, that is pretty awesome. New die chip in our collection right there. And yeah, that covers all the side finds. Look at that board. Lots of side finds. Let's set up the board and we'll be right back for a recap. Wrap up time. Just 7 finds, but 4 W's. Heck yeah, I'll take that every day. I typically don't cover the side finds again in the wrap up, but I do want to do this one just in case some people fast forwarded to the end. What the heck is going on with this quarter? Does anyone know? I know we've got a lot of smart people here and a lot of people that know a lot of what they're talking about. This is an Audi, I guess, on this side of the quarter. And on the other side is another Audi. There's no indentation on either side. What in the world is going on with this thing? Does anyone know? All right, to the finds. We found a proof. Actually, looking at our numbers, this was the first proof out of a box for the quarters all year. San Francisco minted 1986. My partner in coins birth year. Yeah, her 40th is here in a couple of days. Shh.
Wow. I'm old.
And then this was an odd hunt for sure. More W's than S's. Everyone that watches the channel is like, wow, you guys find a lot of those S mint not intended for circulation quarters, and we do. And yeah, only 2 in this hunt. Both 2013s, a Mount Rushmore and a Great Basin. 4 W's, one of our better W hunts in a while and of the year. 2 of them were 2019 War in the Pacifics. That's actually our second most common of the 19s. Our most common of the 19s, the San Antonio missions, found one of those. And then a 2020, our most common of the 2020s and of all of them actually in our area, Salt River Bay. Yeah, what a hunt. Definitely we didn't get to double digits like we have in the last couple, but the quality sure was there with 4Ws. No silver, but we'll live to see another day. Hope for silver in the next one. Appreciate what we got in this one, and we appreciate you for being here and for watching and for all the support. We look forward to seeing you in the next hunt.